Yeah, good morning. Well, thanks for joining me. I wasn't planning on going for a hike this morning. I was just going to get up and go for a walk around the lake and wake myself up properly, and then buy breakfast for everybody. Go and get some breakfast for everybody. But I had one of those nights, where I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and immediately started thinking about work, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to do this for the next hour or two. So I got up and fed the cat and made my way out to the Cotter. So I'm going to go for a hike instead. So this hike just goes up this little trail. It's not a huge hike, probably about 4 or 5k all up, but it goes up to a lookout overlooking Cotter Dam, and then it goes up to a mountain overlooking Canberra called Mount McDonald. So I'm going to go and do that, nice and easy. Get the blood pumping a little bit. I'm out here at dawn and there's a lot of fog, so I'm not entirely sure how much I'm actually going to go and see. But like I said, I'm not here I wasn't planning any of this, so I didn't look at what the weather was going to do. It's going to be a nice day today, but it started off a bit foggy as I came out. And the other thing is, I went to Macca's and got a coffee on the way out, and I was sitting in the queue for 15 minutes and there was no one else in the queue. Kind of drove me a bit nuts. I think they must have been light staff or something. Anyway, whew. I can see the sun coming up through those clouds over there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, let's get up to the top of this mountain or up to this lookout and check it all out. Yeah, despite it being early spring and all of the wattle out in all its glory, it's still a bit chilly. It's only 2 or 3 degrees this morning. So yeah, bit frosty on the fingers. Up, up, up. Get the blood pumping. I watch a lot of YouTube channels out of the UK. Hiking and camping and stuff like that, and they always refer to this thing called an inverted cloud line or inverted clouds, where you're on top of a mountain and it's nice and clear, but down below in the valleys there's fog. Check it out. I was just referred to it as fog. There we go, an inverted cloud line. Weird. Anyway, we're heading up to Cotter Dam lookout. So I suspect I'm just going to see some cloud. Inverted. Yeah, if I can't find a better spot, I'm going to sit on that rock later and have a coffee. Very cool. So yeah, there's actually a dam underneath that cloud. And if you don't believe me, here's some footage I prepared earlier. Yes, this is the Cotter Dam. This is where we get all our drinking water from, or most of our drinking water from in Canberra. With inverted cloud. In fact, there's cloud over the other side too, up above me, so I'm in a cloud sandwich. So take that, UK, I'm inventing a new saying. But yeah, it's not a breath of wind, it's very peaceful out here, it's beautiful. Birds are chirping, good to be alive. Glad I woke up early and got to get out here. I never get disappointed when I'm out in the bush. God, how good is this? Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and climb up that mountain over there, which is Mount McDonald, and have a coffee. And if I can't find a nice spot to sit down or there's nowhere dry, I'll come back and sit on that rock, because I'll come back down this way anyway. So yeah, let's get into it. Spring in Canberra, pretty good. Yeah, you can just make out on those mountains out the back there, Barumba rocks, those big cliffs there without any trees on them. Yes, that's at the back of Honeysuckle Campground. So Honeysuckle Campground's on the other side of that mountain. You climb up the back of that and you arrive at Barumba Rocks, and people go rock climbing out there all the time. So if you ever do go out to Barumba Rocks, there's always people with all this fancy gear heading out there. It's a pretty cool spot. Yeah, looks pretty cool with the inverted cloud. This really is quite impressive. Man, it just keeps getting better. What a day. Yeah, it was pretty nice up there. I sort of didn't have anywhere to sit where I wasn't staring right into the sun, a bit like I am now, so apologies for the glare on my face. I'll try and fix that in post, as they say. But yeah, so I just had a coffee and chilled out and watched the clouds just gently drift by. It was pretty bloody nice up there. And yeah, I sat up there for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and now I'm going to head home. Yesterday I bought 18 bags of cow poo. I got a pretty big veggie garden, and I'm not entirely sure how big it is. I've got two, in fact. It's probably, what, 2 metres by maybe 10 metres? So 20 square metres. And I've probably got another one about the same size, so maybe about 40 square metres of veggie garden, which is pretty cool. So I bought a whole heap of bags of cow shit yesterday, so today's job is to go and dig that in, because you've got to get it dug in and let the worms do their thing before you start planting stuff in there. I did buy some leeks and some silver beet seedlings, which I'll plant out because I can do that now, but it's still a bit too cold in Canberra to be planting your really summer crops in, because we can get frosts. We had frosts right up till mid-November last year, which actually was quite a cracker of a frost. It just sort of knocked everything around. So yeah, it's still a ways off before I can start planting it up, but it's good to get the soil ready and let the worms have a bit of a feast. So that's the plan for this morning. So I'm going to head home along the same trail. So I'll call it for here. If you want to see another one of my hiking videos, I might see if I think I did a video up here before. So if I did, I'll put it up here along with something else, and you can check those ones out. Until next time, stay safe.